Hey guys, welcome back to Grover Home, and this is going to be a haul video. This is kind of a compilation of some yard sales, estate sales, and thrift stores, just things we've picked up over the last week or two. And so let's get into some of the fun stuff we've gotten. I think this is kind of some of the leftover, less like woo, like $50 stuff, but it's more like just your everyday bread and butter kind of stuff, which is what you kind of need at this point. Right now, the economy is slowing down, the market's slowing down, stuff's not selling as much. So this is a North Face jacket. So it's kind of a basic jacket. These usually will sell for like in the $20 to $30 range. This one was marked $5. It had like a little mark on the sleeve, so they actually sold it to me for $2. So I'm probably gonna price it a little lower, like in the $18 to $20 range, just because of the mark on the sleeve. But it should sell pretty well. That same estate sale, I picked up this Columbia vest, and this is the Omni Heat ones. They do really well. I'll probably get like around $28 for it. It was $5, so that one's a good pickup. At the thrift store, it came out on a cart. I've got $2. It is one of the Vera Bradley purses. These have actually sold pretty well for me. We started picking up Vera Bradley just because we saw other resellers do it. And we thought we would try it, see if they actually sold. I've sold a couple purses. This one in particular looks like it's going to sell in the $18 to $20 range. So for $2, good pickup. I'm going to soak it and clean it and everything first, obviously. But it's easy to store, easy to ship because it's just fabric. I picked up these two. These are called House of Hatton. The good brand for like collectibles. There's two of them. And they're more like along the Christmas ones. I've sold House of Hatton before, but they've always been smaller ones. These were each $2. When I tried to look them up, I was having a hard time finding these exact ones on like something that I could actually look at, like eBay. Found them on like Facebook and Macari and stuff. But I'm thinking they're gonna be in the $20 to $30 range. These probably won't sell till closer to Christmas, just because they're gonna be priced a little higher. So sometimes it happens that way. It's not a big deal. I might have to look them up. They might be more in the $40 to $50 range. These ones are really good ones. I pick these up all the time. It's like a cubist looking type of like Thanksgiving thing. They are, I've sold them in all different sizes, and they sell usually pretty fast in the 20 something dollar range. This guy's pretty big. He was $1.50 Pacific Rim Cubist. They sell really well depending on which one you get, and whether you have a full set or not. So I'll probably get 20 out of him for $1.50. It's no brainer. He might sit for a minute just because he's gonna sell better around Thanksgiving. This one I do need to get up. Does anybody have one of these when they were younger? This is one of my favorite things. It's a picnic basket thing. So it has, and I opened it up at the store and made sure it has like the cup, the plate, all the kind of stuff in there. These are pretty cool. So if they're fully, which this one is complete, these ones sell for about $30. I picked this guy up at the thrift store for $4. So $4 to 30. I need to get this up because obviously it's summertime. This is the time when people are looking for that kind of stuff. We have a whole bunch of just random things. So this is probably the ugliest haul I've ever seen. It was $1 and they sell for like 20. So we said, why not? Let's see if the collectible will sell. We picked up some boxing figures, kind of vintage looking ones, or not boxing, wrestling, sorry. And they were super cheap, like 50 cents a piece. So I figured I'd grab them and see. They're probably not worth a ton. This is Daniel Bryan. He's worth like 10. And then this is same thing. This one was like 50 cents at a yard sale, and he's all over the place. One person has them for like 10, one person has them for 38. So he'll probably be more in the $10 range. He does still function like the boxing and the kicking and stuff. So not too exciting, but sometimes getting a whole bunch of toys like that and loading them up is worth it, or just selling them individually. We got weird little Rubik's Cube keychain. I'm pretty sure it's a vintage one. And it was like $2 at a yard sale. They sell for like $15. So kind of fun to have those things. Jason really loves M&M stuff, so we always have to pick up M&M stuff. This car, it sells for like 15 to 25 depending on condition. Condition's not great, so it's probably going to be in the lower, but it was like under $1 at the yard sale, so it was worth picking up. Speaking of cars, this police car and this fire truck, both of them need to be cleaned up and tested to make sure that they actually work. I spent like under $1 a piece for them, and if it's working, it's $30. If they're not working, they're like $10. So it seemed worth it to me to pick up. If I can get $30 out of them, great. Some more Thanksgiving stuff. These are vintage Thanksgiving decorations that I picked up. So go ahead and get these listed, probably more towards the fall. Those should sell pretty good. We get these animatronics. I love these. This one works. Let's see. These always sell for like in the $20 range. We picked them up for $4. Easy pickup, easy sell. New in package. I always talk about these kind of things. So this was originally $17.99. um, we picked it up for $2. These are the kind of things that are going to keep your shop going in the seasons, in the off seasons, when it slows down from collectibles because of the economy, or it slows down from holidays. But these sell around $20. The everyday kind of items like this that are discontinued, or somebody can get it cheaper from you than they can, or there's just not stores close by, they will buy those kind of things. So I always try and pick up that kind of stuff. We have games, of course. Um, Cheesy and Nerf Ping Pong. This one's pretty fun. They're both in the $20, $30 range for the games. So pretty good games to pick up. We have some vintage briefcases, but they're not briefcases. They're actually tape for to hold cassette tapes. I have two sizes, a smaller one and a bigger one. And they cases can go for about $30, $40 a piece for these cases. So these are pretty good pickups. I paid like $2 a piece for them. So those should be really good pickup. That's kind of the first part of our haul. So watch for the second part for the rest of the stuff behind me.